The game opens with pawn to e4 from Wei Yi, and Bruzon Batista responds with c5. The Sicilian Defense, one of the most fighting responses to e4. Knight f3 develops white's kingside knight, and black plays pawn to e6, preparing to develop the dark squared bishop and aiming for a solid pawn structure. Knight c3 brings white's second knight into play. Black counters with pawn to a6, a signature move of the Can variation, keeping options flexible. Bishop e2 is a quiet developing move. Black develops the knight to c6, putting more pressure on the center. Pawn to d4, white strikes at the center, and black captures with pawn takes d4, opening up the position. Knight takes d4 recaptures and centralizes the knight. Black's queen to c7 eyes the e5 square and prepares to coordinate with the other pieces. White castles kingside, securing the king. Black develops knight to f6, attacking the e4 pawn and completing minor piece development. Bishop e3 solidifies the center and prepares to support the d4 knight. Black mirrors with bishop e7, a solid developing move. Pawn to f4, Wei Yi signals aggressive intentions on the king side, preparing to push f5 and create threats. This pawn advance is typical in the Sicilian when white aims for a kingside attack. Black responds with pawn to d6, reinforcing the e5 square and preparing to castle. King h1 is a useful waiting move, getting off the Qe1 a7 diagonal. Black castles kingside, tucking the king to safety. Queen e1 repositions to potentially swing to g3 or h4 for the kingside assault. Black captures knight takes d4, simplifying the position slightly. Bishop takes d4 recaptures with tempo, keeping central control. Black pushes b5, gaining space on the queen side. Queen g3, a powerful attacking move, targeting g7 and preparing to combine with the f-pawn push. This is a hallmark of Wei Yi's aggressive style, placing the queen on an active square where it can support a direct kingside attack. Black develops bishop b7, aiming the long diagonal at white's center. Pawn a3 prevents any knight jumps to b4 and prepares possible queenside expansion. Black plays rook a8 to d8, adding pressure down the d-file. Rook a1 to e1 doubles on the e-file and prepares to support the e4 pawn. Black's rook to d7 reinforces the 7th rank and prepares to potentially double rooks. Bishop d3 aims at h7 and increases the kingside pressure. Black's queen retreats to d8, getting out of the way but also slightly passive. Queen h3 Wei Yi shifts the queen to an even more menacing square, directly threatening the h7 pawn and keeping black's king under constant pressure. The queen on h3 is ideally placed to combine with the advancing f-pawn. Black plays g6, trying to block the kingside attack but weakening the king's shelter. Pawn f5. The breakthrough begins. Wei Yi launches the decisive kingside assault, prying open black's kingside. This move is the culmination of white's entire plan. The f-pawn storms forward to crack open the black king's defenses. Black responds with e5, trying to close lines and block white's attack, but this also weakens the d6 and f6 squares. Bishop e3 retreats to safety while keeping an eye on key central squares. Black plays rook e8, attempting to pressure the e4 pawn and add defensive resources. Pawn takes g6 Wei Yi captures with the f-pawn, forcing black to recapture and opening the h-file for a potential rook invasion. This exchange exposes black's king further. Every pawn move around the king creates weaknesses. Black recaptures with h takes g6, but now the h-file is half open and the king looks increasingly vulnerable. Knight d5, centralizing the knight with a powerful outpost. Black captures knight takes d5, eliminating white's strong piece, but also removing a key defender. Rook takes f7, a stunning sacrifice. Wei Yi smashes through on f7, the classic weak square in the Sicilian. This rook sacrifice blows open black's kingside and forces the black king into the open. After king takes f7, black's king is dragged into the center of the board where white's pieces can hunt it down. This is the decisive moment, the point of no return where black's position collapses. Queen h7 check. The queen swoops in with a devastating check. Black's king is forced to run. King e6 is the only move, but it walks the king further up the board into a mating net. The black king is now fatally exposed in the center, surrounded by white's attacking pieces. Pawn takes d5 check. Wei Yi captures the knight on d5 with check, further exposing the black king. Every check drives the king deeper into danger. Black has no choice. King takes d5. The black king is now on d5, completely out in the open on the 5th rank. An astonishing and fatal position. Bishop e4 check. The bishop delivers another forcing check, and the black king is pushed even further. Black captures king takes e4, but now the king sits on e4 right in the center of the board, surrounded by white's forces. This is an unprecedented king hunt. Queen f7 centralizes the queen and keeps up the pressure. Black plays bishop f6, trying to defend and create some breathing room for the king. Bishop to 2 check. Another check forces the black king to keep moving. The checks are relentless. Black cannot consolidate. King to 4 steps forward, but the king is hopelessly exposed. White's plan is simple. Keep checking until there's no escape. Bishop e3 check. Yet another check pushes the king around. Black's king, e4, tries to find shelter, but there is none. Queen b3 repositions the queen to control key squares and keep the pressure mounting. Black's king to f5 attempts to escape toward the king side, but the mating net is closing. Rook f1 check. The rook delivers a powerful check from the first rank. Black's king is driven to g4, now dangerously close to white's pieces. The black king is running out of squares. Every move brings it closer to checkmate. Queen d3 keeps the coordination tight and prepares the final blows. Black desperately captures bishop takes g2 check, trying to create some counterplay. King takes g2 calmly recaptures, and white's king is perfectly safe on g2. Black checks with queen a8 check, but it's a desperate attempt. King g1 steps to safety. Black plays bishop g5, trying to defend the king and create threats, but it's too late. Queen e2 check. Wei Yi keeps checking, and the black king is pushed to h4. The king is now on the edge of the board, trapped and helpless. Every check tightens the noose. There's no escape route left. Bishop f2 check forces the king to h3. The black king is squeezed into the corner. One more check, and it's over. Bishop e1 prepares the final blow. Black plays rook f8, but there's no defense. The black king on h3 is completely trapped. Queen d3 check. Another powerful check pushes the king to g4. Black is in absolute desperation. Every square is covered. The king has nowhere to run, and the mating net is complete. Queen g3 check. The checks keep coming. Black's king moves to h5, clinging to survival. Queen h3 check. White's queen delivers yet another brutal check. Black blocks with bishop h4, the only move, but it's futile. The bishop on h4 is the last line of defense. Queen takes h4 checkmate. The queen captures the bishop and delivers checkmate. The black king on h5 has no escape. It's surrounded by white's pieces and its own pawns. An absolutely stunning king hunt. Wei Yi, just 16 years old at the time, hunted Bruzon Batista's king across the entire board, from g8 all the way to h5, delivering checkmate in one of the most spectacular attacks in modern chess. This game announced the arrival of a new attacking genius and showcased the fearless, aggressive style that defines Chinese chess in the modern era. A masterpiece of calculation, courage, and relentless attacking chess.